There's a moment in research and in life where everything suddenly connects. Relativity, integration, motion, conduct. Different languages, same structure. And when that happens, the feeling isn't calm, it's electric. Your head hurts not because something is wrong, but because something just unlocked. This is the moment people romanticize the breakthrough, the awakening, the Super Saiyan transformation. But today, I don't want to glorify that moment. I want to stabilize it. Here's the problem with sudden coherence. When everything becomes relative, the mind panics. No absolute frame, no fixed truth, no center. Physics learned this the hard way. Once relativity entered the picture, space and time stopped being universal. They bent depending on motion, position, velocity. Nothing collapsed, but nothing stayed comfortably fixed either. Meaning works the same way. When you realize truth depends on frame, you lose the fantasy of standing outside the system. You're always inside something, observing from somewhere, moving in relation to something else. That's destabilizing, but it's also honest. Then comes integration, not metaphorical integration, literal accumulation. Meaning doesn't appear in a moment, it emerges from continuity. Small movements, repeated conduct, tiny adjustments across time. No single action matters. What matters is the curve they trace together. That's calculus, that's life, that's Kokyo. So here's the grounding question. If everything is relative and meaning only emerges over time, what actually remains true? What survives every frame change? The answer isn't an idea, it's not a belief, it's not a conclusion, it's how you move, your conduct. Across exhaustion, across clarity, across doubt, across insight, motion is the invariant. This is where most people get it wrong. They try to stay in the heightened state, they chase the electricity, they live in permanent overclock, and they burn out. Because insight without regulation becomes noise, power without exits becomes damage. The goal isn't to live in Super Saiyan, the goal is to enter and exit at will, to let insight visit and then return to baseline without resentment. That's discipline under relativity. That's motion with brakes. So if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, if everything feels connected but heavy, nothing is wrong. Your nervous system just saw the lattice. Now it needs to rest to integrate what it saw, not analyze it, not publish it, not systemize it yet, just let it settle. Here's a quiet rule I'm learning to live by. Don't ask, what does this mean? Ask, how should I move next? One step, one honest action, one refusal, one rest. Meaning will catch up later. It always does. Relativity doesn't destroy truth, it removes the fantasy of standing still. Integration doesn't overwhelm life. It reminds you that who you are is the sum of how you move when no single moment feels important. So if everything feels unshackled right now, good. Just don't confuse power with permanence. Walk, rest, return. The invariant is already with you. It's been there the whole time.